But game number 2 has now loaded up. Spawning in the top right hand corner, we find our pink Zerg player from the Awesome Gamers. It is Life. And he is facing off against the orange Zerg player spawning in the bottom left corner of the map from Team SForge. It is QwerelL. Now, it looks like Life is up to no good. He is banking up a lot of minerals. He is going to go for the 9 pool right now. He wants to be very aggressive and he wants to trade blow for blow with QwerelL. And let's see how QwerelL will be able to deal with that. If he goes for that 15 pool once again, I do believe that he should be in fine shape. But let's see, he might play it a little bit more greedy right now. That spawning pool for Life is going to be quite a bit faster, and if QwerelL will go for that hatchery first, he is going to be in pretty horrible shape very quickly. Because you just don't have enough units out, and not the right units out, to defend against the Zerglings that will be coming across the map. Even the extractor trick being used just to push out that extra drone before it's time, before that Overlord is popping out. The spawning pool is going to be done. There are now 2 larvae ready, so the first 4 Zerglings should be on the way. Another larva just popped, and well, the moment that happens, extra Zerglings are going to come through. And QwerelL actually did go for the hatchery first in this game, and he is not going to be happy with that at all. Let's just hope that he will follow it up with a very quick pool. Yes, he will. But still, he's going to have to defend quite a long time without any Zerglings. Just defending with drones against these Zerglings can be pretty tricky. Now, he is going to be lucky that there is no gas being mined for Life at all. So those Zerglings will stay slow for quite a bit, and that makes the defense for QwerelL a little bit easier. But still, this is pretty much already a build order win for Life in this situation. So it's going to be pretty close. Life's in great shape right now. But let's see what he will focus on. The first 2 Zerglings, no, first 4 Zerglings will start working on that hatchery. Zergling, well, the spawning pool is now going to be done, so he can produce those Zerglings already. Also, the Queen is going to be on the way, getting a cancel on this natural base. I don't think that is enough damage at all. But QwerelL does let it finish. Getting a kill on it is a whole different story, though. I don't think that QwerelL will be able to defend this, but he is going to send his Zerglings down. The Broodlings will also, of course, help out a little bit wherever they may. But that was 300 minerals for QwerelL down the drain. But there's no more damage that Life can really do. Now, double gas is being taken by Life back at home. He wants to transition out of this, or at least get his Zergling speed going for a little bit. But Zergling speed is already on the way for QwerelL, so he's going to have a pretty big advantage with that. And also, no natural base has been taken by Life, so the production for both these players is going to be completely equal. And these Zerglings for QwerelL have actually bought him a lot of time, that the Zerglings of Life are not even trying to deal some damage inside this main base. The Queen is positioned where it cannot be taken out by the Zerglings all too easy. Oh, but look at that. QwerelL was intercepting the Zerglings of Life, and he will take out pretty much all of them. Yeah, 3 of the Zerglings of QwerelL do remain alive, but the Roach Warren for Life already on the way. He's not interested in going for the Zergling speed. He just wants to get the Roaches out and get the damage done very quickly. No macro play whatsoever, just a very aggressive ZVZ. Does that Queen have a kill? No, it does not. I was expecting it to at least get an Overlord kill, but it was hiding on the high ground. But no scouting capabilities for QwerelL. He's gonna have Zergling speed, yes, but once those Roaches are popping out, it's gonna be pretty tricky. But still, for Life, it will be very hard to move out with those Roaches, because if he does not leave enough defenses back at home, he is going to die to a Zergling run by for sure. But the Queens on that ramp are starting to bank up a lot of energy, and both of them do have enough energy for a transfuse. One of them actually has enough energy for 2 transfuses. I would even like to see him put down a creep tumor or something, so the Queens can move around a little bit easier, because 2 transfuses is a little bit too much. The Zerglings will now spot the Roaches that are currently already out. QwerelL's not going to be happy about that at all. But, oh, the Queen must have gotten a kill on the Overlord, so supply blocking Life a little bit. 2 Overlords on the production tab. Also, Burrow is about to finish up, and without layer tech and without any Spore Crawls on the map, that can be extremely annoying But the Zerglings are just watching to see what is going on, and it looks like the roaches want to move out with those queens actually. They should just go the long way around. Those roaches are not going to be very mobile in this stage of the game, and back at home there's not going to be a whole lot. There's one queen here for the defense. There will be some roaches popping out, but there's still a little bit of time where you can get at least a little bit of damage done, maybe pull back the army off life a little bit. But there is another spine crawler on the way. Of course, he already had one, but still no detection, no lair on the way. Quwerel is looking to defend with his own roaches. And he is producing a few extra overlords for that. And a lot of Zerglings will get taken out in the middle of the map. They want to go for the counter attack though, but there are so many reinforcing roaches. Economy for both these players pretty much equal, so it's not all said and done just yet. But look at the army supply. 40 army supply for life, while there's only 19 for Quwerel. He just needs to buy time. He needs to get extra units out. He's getting his own roaches right now, but in this choke, the Zerglings cannot fight. The drone even trying to help out. The drone is not going to work in this situation. And the burrow is going to be so insanely powerful. Whenever a roach gets low, you will just be able to burrow it. Oh, a little bit of a missed micro right there, but even the transfuse will be helping out a little bit. Focusing those queens down, the best move that Quwerel could have gone for. The supplies are evening up a little bit, and of course Quwerel will have the defender's advantage, and that spine crawler is just doing so much damage. But he can just burrow, and he wants to go up. Life needs to get the kill right now, but he is burrowed. All of those roaches are full health. Looking at the unit stat, 11 roaches against 18, so still the advantage for Life in that sense. But will he be able to close it out? Now more roaches are coming from the natural base, and of course Quwerel with his natural base, he will have more production, and he will have a better economy very soon too. Now Life is going to go for his own hatchery at the natural base, but well, Quwerel is already starting to get his lead. He's evening up the army supply quite a bit. He has a spore crawler at the front for the detection of those roaches, and the roaches want to move in once again. Will they get the damage done? I don't think so. The queen here and the spine crawler here just doing so much damage, and of course Quwerel has his own roaches. The Zerglings of Quwerel even gonna go for a counter attack. They are not needed back at home, keeping a few roaches of life in his base, which will make it a little bit more difficult for him to move out. Oh, the burrow fading there a little bit. He did burrow, but it was still in range of the spine crawler and the detection range of the spore crawler. And that spine crawler does need a transfuse very quickly, but there's just no energy to go around. But the natural base is now secured for Life. Drone count a little bit ahead for Quwerel, but not the biggest of deals. And Life has, well, he's returning back home. He does not think that he can do too much more damage in this position. Just gonna go home, be content with what he has done, because he's not going to break Quwerel in a situation like this. But now we will see that the production for Quwerel already being a little bit better. Also, Evolution Chamber already going to be on the way. He has his Baneling Nest already done, if he wants to go for some Baneling run buys, roll buys. But Life is full all in very early on these roaches. He's getting the +1 missile attack as well. He already has his lair done, and the roach speed is going to be on the way. But, well, actually it's still looking pretty okay for him. It's not like he's down and out or anything. And with Quwerel not going for Mutalisk or something like that, he can just stay on roaches. But a third base in this scenario is just so incredibly late, and he still has to worry about these Zerglings of Quwerel that can go for a run by the moment that Life moves out of his base. But a third base will be attempted right now for Life a little bit faster than Quwerel is gonna try and take his own. Well, he's just sending out the drone right now because the third base of Life was already spotted, of course, by the Overlord. It does provide all of that vision. And he even sees that there are those roaches moving out, but that leaves his third base exposed, and he's going to get the cancel on that for sure. There's nothing that can hold this down. We'll get the drone too, at least not the kill on that hatchery. The cancel was in time from Life, and the roaches of Quwerel will get into position because he knows that the roaches are coming. Roach count still pretty much identical, a 3 roach difference, but reinforcements for Quwerel will be here a little bit faster. Even an Overseer with this army, so burrowing your roaches Going to change the attack priority a little bit, but other than that, those roaches are not fighting at all, so I'm not quite sure if that is the best move to go for. But the supply is still very equal, but this roach attack is gonna get shut down right there. And no more follow-up, no third base for life will mean the end of him. So QwerelL will take the 2-0 lead